If you're suffering with any chronic health problem, you've been in the mainstream system and nothing has helped, listen up carefully. There's a factoid that I came across many years ago. When I came across it, it kind of blew my mind. And this isn't exact, the science is always changing, but the estimate is that every cell in your body has 1 to 2 billion chemical reactions every single second. And your body is composed of trillions of cells. And all of those functions and all of those cells is controlled and monitored and coordinated by neurological impulse from the brain down through the spinal cord, out the spinal nerve into the tissue, and all, as long as you're alive, every cell's function is coordinated and controlled by neurological impulses that are bouncing back and forth between the brain and the tissue cell. So, if you're suffering from vertigo, Meniere's disease, chronic pain of any type, insomnia, depression, anxiety, sinus problems, any chronic issue really, a really good place to look is the central nervous system, because that's what controls everything. But that's not how our current mainstream health system is set up. If you have any of those conditions and others that I just mentioned, you've probably had blood tests and you've had MRIs and x-rays, and they named you one of those names I just mentioned, and they never really ask the question what the underlying cause is. They just throw medication at you. So if you're dealing with any of these problems, you do yourself a favor, look up upper cervical chiropractic. It's a niche within the chiropractic profession who focus solely right here at the base of the skull, because it's the most important area of you neurologically speaking. The first place that you can have an irritation from a message from the brainstem down through the spinal cord is right here at the base of the skull, namely the atlas. There's a 2-ounce bone that holds up your head. And if you've had a trauma in the past, whether that's a car accident or you were dropped on your head wrestling like me, or you had a slip and fall like a gal we just had coming out of the shower last week, smacked her head on the toilet, blunt trauma can cause that vertebra to lock underneath the skull, can irritate the central nervous system, and it can cause an aberration in the system just about anywhere. And we found that people are suffering with chronic health problems. If we get these upper cervical misalignments, they have back in their normal range of motion, get the pressure off the cord, and most importantly, keep it that way over time. That allows the nervous system to function better and the body to go through a healing and repair process. If you're in the Sarasota, Florida area and you're dealing with any chronic problem, we do offer a free consultation exam in our office. If you're outside the Florida area, we do telehealth services. They're 15-minute slots. You can go to my profile, book right through there. I'd be happy to lead you in the right direction, go over your case, and save you some time of spending thousands of dollars in the health system and still be empty-handed like I was 20 years ago. My parents spent $20,000, had 30 different symptoms. I went from doctor to doctor to doctor. No one knew what the hell was going on. And thank God I kind of got lucky. And I got to the right alternative doctor, referred me to an upper cervical specialist in the San Francisco Bay Area, and I got corrected. And the last thing I ever thought I was going to be in this world was a chiropractor, but here I am because it changed my life, and it can change your life too.